move, you quickly appreciate the attention to detail that's gone into positioning all of the controls. The last thing you want in a high-performance car like this is to have to fiddle around trying to find the right switch or lever. In the 300ZX, all the controls are logically laid out and easily accessible, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road or your hands off the wheel to operate any of the controls. As you most certainly notice for yourself, the car's got a nice positive feel to it. The gear change is nice and smooth. Nissan tell me this is due to the gear lever being connected to the transmission by a support rod rather than directly. It's also got a nice short change due to the double cone synchronizers. This is particularly noticeable when changing from first to second and from second up to third. If you have the automatic gearbox, you've also got something rather special. The automatic is revolutionary in that it uses electronic signals to determine gear change timing. Based on signals from the engine's management system, ignition timing is momentarily retarded and engine torque lowered to effect smoother gear changing. That not only improves the performance of the transmission, but increases fuel efficiency. The steering is power assisted, but again it's an advanced Nissan system. Variable opening valves generate just the right amount of power assistance for specific driving conditions. They're controlled electronically by signals from a speed monitoring sensor, so at low speeds steering is light and responsive, at high speeds very positive for safe handling. And you can feel the sheer power of the car when it comes to safe, decisive overtaking. Road holding is enhanced by Nissan's suspension system that's computer designed and tested over literally millions of miles. And that includes, they tell me, the daunting Nürburgring racetrack in Germany. What's different is that the 300ZX employs a multi-link system on all four wheels of the car. Its effect is to hold the tyres at the correct camber angle to the road at all times, so delivering a firm, positive ride with negligible body roll and exceptional directional stability. It also has one of the most advanced four-wheel steer systems. While ordinary systems derive their degree of rear steer from the attitude of their front wheels, the 300ZX uses something called Super High CAS, and that stands for High Capacity Actively Controlled Suspension. Super High CAS improves steering response and vehicle stability at medium and high speeds, as well as manoeuvrability at low speeds. A computer analyses the driving style and adjusts the angles of the rear wheels to suit, turning the rear wheels in the opposite direction to the front wheels at the start of a corner and in the same direction thereafter. The higher the speed, the smaller the difference in angle between front and rear wheels becomes. The result is precise handling and excellent road holding. Now, before I take it out on the test track, let's see what is behind the formidable power of the 300ZX. The engine has been totally redesigned to give maximum power and smoothness. It's a V6 24-valve 3-litre unit with a double overhead camshaft for each bank of cylinders. It generates a maximum power output of 278 PS on the manual, 263 PS on the automatic. That's more than any of its rivals, except the Porsche 928 S4. Not too surprising, given that that has a much larger engine and is far more expensive. You can see that each cylinder bank has its own separate intake and exhaust systems, which function independently of one another to improve power output. And the engine also has not one, but 2 turbos and 2 intercoolers, one for each bank of cylinders. Now, because there are two of them, the turbos can be smaller than on other turbo engines and so avoid much of the lag of a conventional turbocharged engine. The engine has variable inlet valve timing, which increases response at low to medium revs, plus an electronic ignition which provides sparks, giving each plug its own small coil. The 300ZX is also environmentally friendly, running, of course, on lead-free and with a three-way catalytic converter on the exhaust system. So let's put all this technology to work on the track, the only legal place we can realise the maximum power and performance of the 300ZX. Now, I want to assure you this is a totally original 300ZX, exactly as you'd find in any